Hey, welcome back. So we're inside the Axiom. This is the rear ramp door of our cargo trailer. And like most cargo trailers, if you're going to have a lowering cargo trailer, you'll have cables that come up, and then you'll have a coiled spring at the back to assist the lift of that heavy door. A similar type of spring like what you'd have in a garage door at your home. So we wanted to be able to close this off, and everything we did in this trailer, we wanted to have multiple functions. So not only did we close this off, this is just 1/4 inch birch plywood. I also added a ledge here that we're able to use these. That's a USB style plug, cigarette style plugs, and I've got additional 120 volt GFCI plug here at the back. I've got some switches for some exterior lighting, but this little shelf here, we're able to charge mobile devices and have them nicely out of the way. About a year after we built out the cargo trailer, we decided to add solar panels to the roof. Well, we needed to be able to bring the solar wires into the trailer without having to drill some type of hole out somewhere else more unsightly. So very easily remove some screws across the top, across the back. We're able to pull this down. There's quite a lot of wires that are tucked up inside there as well, but we're able to drill through the top of this area above here to gain access to the top side of the roof of the trailer, bring those solar wires down, fish them across to be able to zip tie them off, and then they come down on the other side of the trailer. They come down here outside of the framing actually, and it's tucked behind a trim board for where the bed was, and then that comes back into where my battery bay is. So the way we installed this, I did my ceiling first. I have furring strips that run on top of the roof framing. So we have furring strips, we have multiple layers of insulation there. I ran the 1/4 inch birch plywood as far back as I needed to. I installed a piece of 1x pine across there, a piece of 1x pine across here that's screwed into the metal framing of the ramp opening. And then there's small screws that are holding the birch plywood up to this. This is kind of like a T shape. So part of it is the spring and part of it is the overhanging ledge. You can kind of see that back in here a little bit more. So this is about 10 or 12 inches. This shelf here is maybe 4 or 5 inches. And so it's screwed in back here and it's screwed in across here. So across the top, we've screwed off a piece of 1x pine, and across the back, we've screwed off that piece of 1x pine, screwed in this direction, and then screwed in this direction to hold this up. So if we need to gain access to that wiring, pull off about 10 screws, pull that down, and we're able to get into it very easily. And we've done so multiple times for either adding additional lighting controls for exterior lighting, changing out solar panels and rewiring stuff the way that we're doing it. We also added this little light, which was actually the only original light in the trailer when we bought it, and we've brought that back here for kind of like a night light. That way, if we've got the lights turned off the controls at the front, then we could just reach this one very easily from the bed. So hopefully that helps with how we've closed off our ramp spring, and hopefully that helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe for more content, because I'm working on trying to show people how I did this. Thanks.